4. So the leadership team will decide which one of us is correct. If you have, as I said, if you have a comment, you can enter this here. If you don't, you just write agree and go or move to the next column. The next column is very important. The name of the group. What they mean by the name of a group. In some papers, you may have different groups. You may have more than 2 groups, more than a varicocele patient and control group. You may have varicocele patient have 2 or 3 different group of varicocele patient according to the type of varicocele, of the grade of the varicocele. So if you have more than 2 groups, you can create, you can create a new row after this one. I can create a new row after this one. Insert, as you see, insert 1 row below. Name of the group. This group is varicocele group or group 1. Group 1 in the article. This is for group 2 in the article. You may have 3 groups or 4 groups or more than 4 groups based on different characteristics of the patient's population. So if it is only one group, you need to enter varicocele group, just one group. If we have more than one group, you should first insert a new row and put the name of the second group and so on. So as I said, I have read the article carefully, so I need to answer this question. What is the type of laterality of varicocele? It's on left, right, bilateral, mixed, or non-specified. I should choose one of these choices. And it's the same for other questions. What is the grade of the varicocele? Grade 0, grade 1, 2, 3. What is classification used to type varicocele? WHO, Durbin, and or other choices. If the article contains this information, you need to put it in the specific column. If they don't, just leave it empty. In my article, the first article, if I can't find the volume of right testes, I need to put it in this column. If don't, just I need to leave it empty. And so on for the other question. Volume of the left testis, method of testis volume measurement, if contains, level of FSH, and level of testosterone, and any other data that we need in this columns. Testosterone, if the unit in nanogram per mole, put it here. If the unit in nanomole per mole, put it here. If the unit of the article contains reference, total testosterone level, put it in this column. If it don't, please just leave it empty. The yellow columns is for the verifier. Then the verifier will check your results, and if they have convenience, he will enter his score or his comment in this column. So if you see this article, there are this columns, there are many columns. I can't explain all of these columns because it is too long. It's too long. If you need any question for any doubt in these columns, you can contact me directly or contact Erman or Fotios if you need any help. So it is just answering the question by using the drop-down box on, or if there are any data, we can use it just in numbers, you can put it in these columns. So for example, this region of columns is specified to sperm DNA fragmentation. What is the type of control? Healthy individual or non-varicocele patient or any other type of control. And time between outcome assessment and varicocele repeat, 3 months, 6 months, or more or less than this time. Of this question, you can enter the data if you found it in the article. What is the mean of the data? What is the standard deviation, standard error of mean, and what is the type or the method used to test sperm DNA fragmentation? Is it sperm chromatin or tunnel assay, comet assay, sperm chromatin dispersion, or other tests used in the estimation of sperm DNA fragmentation? In other columns, you can find the same things. It's just a question for you. What is the kind of the test? Who is the control? How many number of control used? How many number of cases of control of patients? What is the mean? What is the standard deviation? What is the standard error of this data? If you have it in the article, you can put it. If you don't have, you can leave it empty. And anytime, if you need anything, you can contact me directly through WhatsApp. I will be ready to help, or contact, as I said, my co-leaders, Erman and Fotios.
Sorry, Dr. Ayat.
Yeah.
I'd like to ask regarding outcome for SDF. We have different tests.
Yeah.
Halo test.
Yeah.
So if in the article we don't get any reference value, should we add to this spreadsheet? Or we should find another article by ourselves regarding the reference value in the column AS
no,
here.
Just leave it empty. Do not enter anything. If you don't find it in your article, your data will be specified for this article. Do not use any data from other article. If the article contains this data, put it in the specified column. If not, leave it empty.
Thank you.
Thank you too, Andre. This is my explanation, and I hope that that is short enough, because we don't have much more time, as I know all of you have his own work. If you have any question here, you can ask me, please. Also, Erman will help me if I can't answer you. If you have any question, please, you can ask now.
Dr. Ayat, maybe I can add something a little.
Yeah, please.
Help me if I'm wrong. For the third step of the checklist, our control group is men without varicocele. So healthy men. If the third parts, when we are doing the third part of the checklist, if there is men with varicocele in the control group, we don't fill the checklist for that. We need to use or fill the checklist according to healthy control.
I did not understand you, Erman. Please repeat your question.
So our comparator group, control group, is men without varicocele, right?
Yeah, 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 patient with no varicocele or control group healthy individuals.
Yes, healthy individuals. So if the article includes men with varicocele as a control group, so we don't
Yeah,
fill the checklist according to that data or that article. We need to fill the checklist according to
yeah,
with healthy
because
control.
the checklist is specified to the article. Based on the sample of the articles, the total sample of the articles. If you see the question mark, it's the total population sampling. The population, which is mean the total population sampling, which is the patient sample, not the control sample. So question is belong to the patients, not